this morning. Welcome to the intermediate Get Ready for the Day routine, where we do a head to toe, warm up your body, get your blood flowing so you can face your day a little more awake, a little more alive. So we are going to be doing a little bit more core work today. It's because it's Wednesday, it's a good day to do it. And then we're going to be dancing our bachata at the end, which we're learning step by step, doing a little technique along the way. So since this is dancing channel, I want all of you dancing, and we are going through it at a nice, slow, steady tempo. So even if you've never danced before, this is something that you absolutely can pick up. All right, butterflies, legs sticking to the floor. Let's inhale in and out, and breathe in the new day, the new possibilities, and let the old stuff out. Breathing in, new stuff, out, old stuff. Last one. Breathing in and expelling the old air. And we're going to sweep our arms to the side. And I'm really in charge. Hold that thought, butterflies. No harder.
Am I last?
Hmm?
Am I last? It just,
Possible to grab one from somebody? My phone like loses battery really quick. All right. Scrunching up your fingers and your toes and bending them out. And ankles and wrists going side to side. Hands going up and down, toes going up and down. And today, turn out your toes a little bit and bring your arms to the side, down, side, down, to the side, and down. And now you're going to go up to the sky, pushing down, up to the sky, pushing down, up to the sky, pushing down. And slumping your shoulders forward, rolling them back and picking up your head. So your shoulders are picking your head up, drawing you back. And move forward, shoulders picking up your head, and move back. Slumping forward, shoulders are picking up your head and bringing it back. And we're going to do a tiny back bend. I want you to feel it just from your shoulders. Shoulders back. Stand. Shoulders back. Stand. Shoulders back. Stand. Shoulders back. Come to stand. Shaking your head now. Nodding yes. And tilting your ear to your shoulder. This is right at the top of your neck. Other side. Other side. Other side. Stretching out. If you have neck issues, you want to skip this one, that is fine. And going to the other side. And letting your head get very heavy and move down. Hi, Grady. Good morning. So this is a stretch, so I'm going to keep your core tight. And this is stretching your neck and your shoulders too. And coming back up. All right, so hands up to the sky, palms to the earth. Hands to the sky, palms to the earth. When you feel the rotation in your shoulder. that motion very shortly. So, tilting your shoulders from side to side. This is just your upper body moving. Everything else stays in place. And now we're going to get a little deeper, but your hips are still staying in place. It's like this lower body is frozen. And now we're going to do a great big stretch. So I want you to feel like you're reaching for something way, way over there. And then somebody grabs your hands, pulls you towards them, and they're going to stretch you open an arc. And I want you to feel like your middle part is lengthening as you come up. And reaching for something way over there. Invisible hand grab. And your middle is lengthening as you come up. And reaching over to the side. Hand grab, lengthening your middle. Going to the other side. And reaching way over. Invisible hand grab. Lengthening your middle as you come up. Reaching for something way over there. Hand grab. Lengthening to come up. And reaching way out. Hand grab. And lengthening it as you come up. Butterflies. And grabbing onto whatever you have in your body that's reasonably sturdy. Stretch out our calves. And coming back up. This time rested on your tippy toe. And we're going to be leaning backwards into it and pushing off to come back on our leg. And 3, and 4, and 5. Stretching the quad. You can move around if you want. I like to go another far back. And switching to the other foot. So stretching out your calf first. And very nice stretch. And then coming up, and you're rested on your tippy toe, leaning back into it, and pushing yourself back, leaning into it, and pushing yourself back onto your front leg. And 3, and 4, and 5. And stretching out your quad. 2. Thanks, Lewis. Thank you. Back if you want. And shake it back. Let's go right to our little bows, which are in a standing crunch. So you're going to feel like you're getting a great big cramp, bending in the middle. And as you come up, we're going to do that same lengthening. So for this, let's take our hands right above, next to our ears. They're going to stay next to our ears. You can loosen your knees if you want. And bend over, so just ground your hands and pull them up so your middle is lengthening. And 1, and 2, and 3. Lengthening each time. And 4, 5, and grabbing you, pulling you at 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and we're doing 14, 11, and 12, lay down, and 13, and 14, yay! All right, leaning back, and you're leaning back to hit the sky, but let's try to stretch up The muscles you've just been working, relax them. And let's do, coming back to our shoulders here. We're gonna lift them up and down. So this can be a small movement. In fact, probably better to make it small. You're lifting them up and letting them drop, lifting them up, letting them drop, lifting up, letting them drop. And now we're going to do 3 quick ones in a row. 1, 2, 3. Relax, down, 3 more, 1, 2, 3. And relax, and 2 more, 1, 2, 3. Relaxing, do that, and the last one we're going to do 4 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are beginning isolations, meaning, and a lot of the Latin social dances, as you're doing your thing, and your shoulders can be doing something else, or they can be going up and down, back and forth, they can be rolling in opposite directions. There's all kinds of things you can do as you're doing your steps. So this is all the process, all of the, especially the body movements, so we're starting that now, so we can get ready for that in the future. All right, fireflies, let's bring it up. I wanted to do this one, so let's start by just kind of relaxed twisting from side to side to stretch that out, because I wanted to do lots of twisting movements for your core before I let you dance. Okay, so we want to have that lengthening feeling as we stand up.
I don't know how to make it come up.
Drag the whole thing with you.
It wasn't stretching anymore.
Okay, well, this extension cord is like 100 feet long, and it's literally like 100 feet long, so you could actually plug it in the other side of the building, and it's still reach. Except I can't find the end of it. Oops. Oh, all right, let's see if this works.
Okay.
Tried it? Oh, it's really weird. There we go. Okay, so those ones up. We're going to start with both these bends. And we're going to be pushing to the ground, mostly with our left leg starting, and we're going to be stretching upwards, and this hand here, so the opposite hand is going to reach up, and we're going to twist in the middle, not just twist, we're going to lengthen. So, starting with those bends, shifting your weight, and twisting and lengthening. And coming back down, and twisting and lengthening, and back down. Twisting and lengthening, and back down. Twisting and lengthening, back down. 2 more. Twisting and lengthening, back down. Twisting and lengthening, and back down. All right, fireflies, let's dance. So if you remember, I'm going to be doing it from the back, because it's a little easier to follow. We have been doing a basic of bachata. So left together, left tap, right, right together, right tap, left. Just want to do a quick weight changing exercise. We did this in the beginner one as well. So we are going to pretend we're bored, pretty much. And somebody gave us a tap, and we're falling over. Catch yourself with your foot. So you see all your weight is falling right over the leg you're stepping on. So instead of stepping on your leg and then shifting your weight over it, you're going to fall onto it and your whole weight is going to go over it. And then you can bring this leg in, because it's free. See how my weight is over here, so this leg is free to move. It comes in. stay here because we're going to do our tap. And then we're going to go the other way. So falling over, onto your foot, right foot. All your weight's over it. This one is free. Bring it in. Shift your weight onto your left. And then we're going to fall to our right. Catch yourself in the foot. Keep your weight there. Give it a tap. That's just exercise. Don't worry about that now. But later on, that's going to be our body movement. We're shifting our weight right over the leg we're stepping on, and we do that a lot in lap dance. So instead of stepping heel to toe, we're stepping right over our weight goes right over the leg that we're stepping on. All right, so we have our basic, which is left together, left tap right, right together, right tap left, left together, left tap right, right together, right tap left. We have our forward and back, so left, right, tap, and that same right, tap over to the left, right, tap, right, tap, left, tap, right, tap. We also had our step taps because bachata very often changes tempo, so you have to kind of recatch the one. So then left tap, right tap, left tap, right tap. And we're going to do it today. So keeping your weight in the middle and bending both legs. Now I want you to keep your shoulders in place, so maybe hang on to them. And you want to feel like somebody just kind of grabbed you and pulled your hip to the side. So it's not your hip going up, it's somebody grabbed you and your whole body's going shoo. And so they're pulling you to the side and also over your right leg. So see, my shoulders are in place, and somebody grabbed my hip and pulled me onto my right leg. So over our right leg. And then we're going to take that same, our whole lower body, swing it around the back as we change to our left leg. Now let's go back to neutral. So imagine that somebody grabbed your hip, pulled you onto your right leg. And you swing your whole trunk, everything on, and it's going to switch your weight onto your left. And then we're still good. And imaginary grab. Whoop. And swing, that focus back, shoulders stay in place as the weight comes onto your left. So from the back, it would look like this. In the middle. And grab out your hip, pulling over your right leg. Swing around to the back as you shift to your left. And going back to neutral. And imaginary hip grab. Swing around the back as you shift. So we're going to do that one slowly with the music. First, we're just going to do our steps that we've already learned a few times so we don't forget them. And then we'll do that. And then realize we're ready for the day. All right, let's go. Popular song. There's a lot of very popular songs that have been bachata-sized. Together, right, right. Together, right, left, left. part of this community. Thank you for uplifting each other and traveling this journey together. And I will see you all very soon, latest on Friday. Love you all, Fairflies. Have a wonderful day.